This talk is 10 minutes to unstoppable confidence. Confidence is something everybody wants, right? That's what the business journals, the business surveys have shown, that people want more confidence. So what's behind lack of confidence? Fear. And what's the greatest fear of all time? The surveys show greater than the fear of death. It's the fear of speaking. So here I am, having a good time on this video, but I didn't always used to be able to get up here like this. I was so shy as a kid that when company would come over, I would hide out in my room. I was that shy because I was afraid, well, you know, what if they don't like me? What if I'm not good enough? I was afraid of being judged or criticized. And I was thinking, well, do they like me? Am I doing the right thing? Am I coming across the right way? You know, am I okay? You know, so this was what was always going on in my head. And as a result, I kept myself in a little can. Was very lonely in there because nobody knew me, who I really was, but it was safe in there. Until, you know, I did this for about 40 years. Till one day I just said, to heck with it. It's not worth it. You know, paying the price, sacrificing myself for what other people thought of me. So I began dancing in public and not caring what people thought, and seeing who I really was and exploring the real me. So how did I go to being a door-to-door salesman for my network marketing company, to being a teacher and a trainer and a speaker on stage and doing Facebook Lives and doing this film? It was my trick to doing that was service, to think of the other people, because shyness is about me. It's all about me. And when I put my attention on the other people, on the good that I could do them, like when I went door to door with my nutritional product, one lady had really great results. She'd had no more hot flashes. I thought, oh, this really does help people. And you know, I need to get out there and let other people know about what it could do for them. So focusing on other people is what got me out of shyness and in front of this camera right now, seeing how much help I can be to other people. So what I'm going to share with you are 3 tips from a BodyMind therapist for instant confidence. These are from BodyMind and from Tai Chi. Now, the psychology of BodyMind says that every part of the body has a psychological correlation, and that we can change the body-mind, the mind and emotions, from the body. You can get confidence from your body posture. So here's the first power pose I want to share with you. And that is, you just stand with your feet apart and your fists on your hips. Pretty simple, right? So when I do this, I feel like Wonder Woman or Superman. And immediately I feel more confident and powerful, and my spine straightens automatically, and I take a fuller and deeper breath. And animals do this, don't they? When they want to be confident in a confrontation, you know, you see a cat, they'll arch up their back or stick their tail up in the air or make their hair stand up on their body so that they appear bigger. And so you can do that too. If you're speaking, for example, on a stage, you can put your hands out on the lectern. If you're speaking on the phone at home, you can even stand in the power pose, and that confidence will come across on the phone. So it's really cool. Okay, second BodyMind tip that I want to share with you is breathing. When we breathe all the way into our tummy and our chest, that's the full breath, not just shallowly up in your chest, because science has shown that you cannot breathe deeply and be stressed at the same time. Isn't that cool? A while back, I did a workshop for soldiers returning from the war in Iraq. And I asked them to think about a very uncomfortable memory that they had, and notice their emotions, and to notice their breath. Their breath was always shallow. So then I asked them to take 10 full deep breaths into their tummy and then into their chest, sort of filling up from the bottom up. They did that. They took 10 breaths, and I'd asked them to notice their emotions. The uncomfortable emotion was no longer there. So BodyMind. Breathing is your instant therapist, and it costs nothing, and you don't have to set an appointment. It can bring confidence. It can release the fear and the stress. Okay, third BodyMind exercise is called the horse stance, and this is like the ultimate power pose. For this one, you stand with your feet 2 foot lengths apart, and your feet point slightly forward. Your knees are bent and widened, and your spine is straight and your shoulders are low. Your head is level and back over your shoulders, not out, but back over your shoulders. So your spine is all nice and aligned and all that. This is called the horse stance from Tai Chi, and it's also found in Qigong as well. This is how, over years of practice, this is how I found my inner Xena, or maybe that you could find your inner Conan barbarian. Immediately, again, I feel more powerful, more effective, more focused, more confident, more grounded in this stance. And that's why they use it in martial arts. So the right brain is connected with the body, with the emotions, even with dreams, and it is more effective in making a change in us than affirmations, which is connected with the left brain. Charlie Brown knew this body-mind principle. You remember him ever teaching in the comic strips? He'd say, okay, if you want to be depressed, you have to stand like this. Because if you stand upright, you just can't be depressed. So yeah, to be depressed, you have to stand like this. See? So he was teaching us BodyMind. So a few more tips about confidence. One block to confidence is just to tell ourselves, well, it's never been done before. Well, there was a first time for everything that's been done, right? So don't let your past define you. If you dream it, you can achieve it. Another block to confidence is discouragement. Remember the seed sower story Jim Rohn talks about? Some are going to fall on barren ground. You just sow more seeds. And also realize that things go in cycles, don't they? There are cycles of the days and the seasons and biorhythms and the economy and everything. So when you're in a down slump, when you're in the winter, remember that things always shift, things always turn around. Just keep sowing the seeds, just keep helping people. But when you're in winter, when I'm in winter, it's tempting for me to think that it's always going to be winter or to feel discouraged. If I shut my door in the winter and forget to check to see when spring comes, then I'll keep the door shut and I'll miss spring. So remember that things go in cycles. And remember that a tree in winter, it looks dead, right? But through the middle of that tree, silently and invisibly, the sap is rising during the winter, preparing the tree for its great outburst in the spring of leaves and fruits and flowers and everything. So this is what's happening during the winter. We honor the cycles, we honor those rest seasons too. Remember that opportunity often comes disguised as a challenge. Without a test, there is no testimony. When I coach people going through tough times, I say, you're going to have a great story to tell one day to be able to inspire other people out of this. That's what you're going to get out of this. Remember, every story has a happy ending. If it doesn't, it's not done yet. I got 10 more confidence tips for you. Ready? Okay, first one. Stand in front of a mirror and say, I am valuable and lovable, even if nobody buys from me or joins me or likes me or follows me on social media. Number 2, just begin the first thing, because then that gets the momentum going. Number 3, do 100 repetitions of whatever you don't feel confident about. You'll get better at it, and then it comes naturally, the confidence. Number 4, be an actor just for a day. Act like the most confident person you know until it becomes real. Number 5, dress up. You feel better. Even if you're on the phone and nobody sees you, the confidence will come through in your voice. And number 6, remember your why. Do you want to be a role model for your kids? Do you want to be able to have more time and money for your family or to do other things in the world? Number 7, remember to do things for significance. When you do it for others, it takes the attention off self. Remember, fear is attention on self, and significance is attention service on others. Number 8 tip to get more confidence. Delete these words from your vocabulary. words like I think I can, instead of say I am or I will. I suppose I can do this. I'm definitely going to do this. I guess so. I guess I can do that. I'm definitely going to do that. Or I hope things work out, versus I'm going to plan and act so that things work out the best that they possibly can. So those words that I mentioned, like think and want and guess and hope and suppose, those are uncommitted, unsure, kind of wishy-washy words. So remove those from your vocabulary. Become a more definite person. Number 9, get out of your comfort zone. Did you know that every time you do that, your confidence goes up and your body delivers a dose of serotonin, the happiness drug? So naturally, you can focus on the wins that you've had in the past, when you've been the happiest, when you've broken through things. But every time you take a step out of your comfort zone, you will become more confident. Yay! Comfort zones are overrated. Feel much better out of them. The last tip I have to get more confidence is to get a coach or someone who's done what you want to do. A mentor who's done this and can show you the way, can give you a lot more confidence. Remember, I spoke about how BodyMind is a shortcut to changing ourselves. So the BodyMind therapies really work. One of my clients said, I got more out of that one BodyMind session with you than 3 years of weekly psychotherapy. As a summary, did you get an idea that you can use today to feel more confident? Even if it was that power pose or breathing. If you can see if you can find one tip to take away and become more confident right away today.